Good afternoon, progress checkers and first of the month movement snackers. We are into October and every month we deliver a session, just a small movement snack which contain progress checks. So we've got one for shoulder, one for back of thigh flexibility, and the chair rise timed for 30 seconds, how many you can get, check. I'm sure it's not really called that. And the 4-point balance check. So a series of progressively getting harder positions of your feet for you to score yourselves. And then you've got some comparables and some comparisons from previous months, and you'll get an idea of what's starting to improve. And if you look back over the year, over the previous 9 months now's worth of movement snacks, and if you've been recording them in your calendar, if you've got one that is, then you're bound to have seen some differences. Seeing the difference and feeling the difference, two totally different things but equally measurable, and it shows us we're going in the right direction. So I'm not going to do the preamble-y stuff like we normally do on the movement snacks. I'll just give maybe another 30 seconds or so to let some people who have remembered to tune in at this 4:30 slot time to do so. And then we'll press on with our progress checks and the introduction to the movements that feature on the October calendar page of the Movement Snacking Active Calendar 2021. There we go. There it is. If you haven't got a calendar, you might record this in your diary, for example, or on the calendar that you've got already hanging up somewhere, perhaps in your kitchen. Right, a few were in live just now. So Sue's in live, Vivian's ready for a monthly checkup, coming right up. Okay. So, do we do 3, 2, 1s on these calendar intros? Yeah, let's do one anyway. 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon. You're with me, Kelsey Leverton. Here is your 1st of October progress check and calendar moves for October introduction. Thanks for joining me if you're here on live, and thanks for watching us and checking yourselves up if you're catching up on the Facebook channel or on YouTube. That's where you'll find us as well. All right, now we will start with a little bit of circulation booster and just a couple of items to make sure that you have close by to you. If you've got your calendar, you'll need a pen to jot down your results or scores. Maybe a surface to lean on might be a good thing as well. Don't worry about the timing device. I've got those. I've got some sounds set up on my laptop just over my shoulder, so hopefully that goes all right today. And what else will you need? A firm chair. If you've done previous progress checks with us, have the same chair. This is important. If it's a very much different chairs, and we all know that there are many shapes and sizes, heights, widths, and all that business of chairs that you might find around your home. If we've got the same chair, then we're standing up from the same position, and we should get a more comparable, accurate score. You will also need a little bit of external support. So that can be in front of you. To the side of you is what we're looking for the movement of October, or you could have something either side of you, both sides of you. Wherever you are, standing tall, start with some foot pedals, and we'll just do a couple of quick minutes of circulation boosting. Bringing that into a leg march, holding onto your support, standing tall, or if you feel comfortable and confident, not holding onto your support. If you're sat down to do the circ boost, then hip walk forwards. Start with the leg marches or the foot pedals. Do a few of those first if you like. And yeah, let's get the legs moving, let's get the circulation lifting, boosting, and a bit of warmth through your body will come of that. An arm swing, or both arms can come in together. It's entirely up to you if you want to add one arm in at a time whilst holding on to your external support. And then of course you can have a little bit of a switch of sides to make sure the other side is warming through as well. And these warm-up moves are going to be really important to prepare the shoulders for our over the head reaching progress check, and for the back of thigh flexibility. How far can you reach towards your feet? Progress check as well. Gets all of our muscles ready, all of our joints prepared, and hopefully you should feel that little bit of a warm feeling just buzzing through your body as you continue into this circulation booster. We will start with our progress checks first. So if you'd like to continue with the marching, then please do so. Even as I introduce this first progress check, you can be continuing on and maybe clocking up that 3rd minute of circulation boosting. So keep going unless you do need to stop and rest. For this first one, sitting in a forwards position in your seat. Feet are flat and your posture is tall. We're going to take the right arm over first and just see if you can reach it to your shoulder, to your ear, to the back of your head, or any much further over your shoulder. So take a pause there from circulation boosting if you did carry on. Come and join me in seated. And let's have a look. Well, I can't look, you can look, but gauge yourself. So sitting tall, long through the neck. See if you can take your hand, right or left, it doesn't matter, we're going to do the other side anyway, to your shoulder, to the ear, which is a little bit higher of course, to the top of your head, or can you take the hand a little bit further over, walking your fingertips over your shoulder, towards your shoulder blades. So the scoring, I can touch my ear, that's number 1. I can touch the back of my head, that's number 2, score-wise. Number 3 is I can touch the base of my neck, and the final and the bestest score out the lot is if you can touch over close to your shoulder blade. Have a go on the other side. It may be that one side feels a bit different to the other. Either way, it doesn't matter. Just collect your scores from right side and left side and jot them down. Now, that once you've done that, we're going to stay in seated and move on to our back of thigh. It's a stretch and a reaching type action here. Have a look at it first. If you've done many a 4 p.m. movement snack with us, as you may well have done with Dave just a few minutes ago, you would have prepared the back of your thighs perhaps a little bit more. You'll need to be in a forwards position in your chair so that your leg can straighten out properly and get this knee straight as well. Now, the angle of the foot, the ankle's relaxed, but the toes are just upwards slightly, not pulled right back. If you would like to have one hand onto your bent knee, the other hand onto your straight leg. Now, as you lean forwards, lift and lengthen through the posture first, then start to tilt from the hips. Try not to twist your body or let your knee pop up, and reach as far down as you can possibly go. Just inching yourself down and down until you feel like that's enough for you. So the pull is in the back of your leg, but the knee is still straight. Yes, you will be able to reach further if your knee pops into a bent position, but don't do that. Don't cheat yourself out of it. Find your sticking point and then recover. So as you have a go at that and the other side, the first level is, yes, you can reach your knee. It's not really into much of a lean there, but that's number 1. 2, I can reach the top of my shin as the tilt happens. I can reach mid shin is number 3, level 3. You can reach your toes. Ugh, that's number 4. And you can reach beyond your toes. Number 5, the best score of the lot. You're almost fully folding in half there. Have a go on the other side and notice if there are any differences. The differences might be really significant or quite subtle. Top of the knee, shin, beyond the shin, beyond the toes, well, to the toes and beyond the toes, if you can. If you can't, find your sticking point and take your score from there. Okay, so we've done our mobility for the shoulder and our back of thigh flexibility, reach in action, which helps to get down towards our feet. The next point is our chair rise progress check. I'm saving the 4-point balance one till last here. Right, so you may have written in front of you how many you scored last time you had a go at this. If this is the first time you've done it, then that's fine. Just do as many as you can in 30 seconds. I've got a counter that I'm going to put on, but in a second I'll do that. If you'd like to get ready in your chair, in a forwards position in your chair, with your feet apart for balance, with some external support in front of you if you need it for your balance when you stand normally, and with your heels tucked back. Now, the position of your top half needs to be in a get ready, so a slightly forwards and perched position here. Then you can power up and control it down. When you sit down, that's 1. So remember to count each time your bottom lands rather than each time you lift. Do as many as you can. If you are not coming into standing for whatever reason today, whatever limitations you have, then you can still have a go at this, but have a go at some jockey lifts, some half lifts, and count again each time you sit down, each time your bottom lands. Ah, that's not right. That's the wrong one, so don't start yet, but get ready, everyone. I might come a bit closer so you can hear the pips. Right, this is the actual countdown clock. So if you're ready, perched, looking ready, looking like a jockey, ready to set off, I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Keep going with those powering up, sit to stands, keep count, halfway there. It's longer than you think, isn't it? Right, nearly there, in the last bit. Everybody all together. Stop there, everyone. Lovely stuff. I shall get rid of that now. So how many did you get there? Make a record of how many sit-to-stands or jockey lifts you just achieved. Okay, we're on to our 4-point balance challenge. Only enter these balanced positions of the feet if you feel comfortable and confident, and do have your support close by. We will be letting go of our support for a 10-second hold. That's all we're trying to achieve with these balance challenges. You can practice these in a seated position. You may find them relatively simple to achieve in the seated position though. However, they're there for you to have a go at as well. So the first position of our feet, feel free to hold on to your support as you position your feet, is feet together, feet and knees glued together there. Stand tall through your posture as you just prepare for this 10 seconds. And when I start the 10-second counter, everyone, what I'd like you to do is let go of your support and see how many seconds you can sustain that challenge over the 10-second counter. If you touch down, step to the side or lean against something and come out of that balanced position within the 10 seconds, then just make your score as level 1 and how many seconds you achieved. Are we ready with our feet and knees together in seated or in standing? Getting ready to let go of your support. Here we go. There's your 10 seconds. Hang on. We've not started again. Oh, stop. Okay. Ready for position number 2. Position 2 is called a semi-tandem stand. So you can bring your foot, one foot slightly in front of the other. So feet are together, but slightly one foot in front of the other. So if you glance down, you should see your back foot, the toes lined up with your instep. Share the weight between the front foot and the back foot. Stand tall or sit tall through your posture and get ready for your 10-second counter. So letting go of your support now. Ooh. Now. Nearly there. Oh, that's better. So, did you achieve that one? Yes, 10 seconds, perfect. Move on to the next one. If you didn't succeed for 10 seconds there, level 2, how many seconds did you achieve? You may not want to move on to the third one. It's up to you. Have a go. This will feel a lot more challenging. If you've got your support to your right hand side, then it's your right leg that's going to be the standing leg, essentially, when we put our feet into a tightrope stand. So a tandem heel-toe, one foot directly in front of the other, stand. From there, share the weight between the front foot and the back foot. Okay? If you want the other leg in front, then stand with your left hand onto your support, your weight on your left leg, and put your right foot in front. Take your pick there. So sharing the weight between, between front foot and back foot. That's what it looks like from the side. The knees are soft, the posture's tall. Get ready to focus. Get ready to let go of your support. Get ready to feel maybe a little bit challenged in your balance. And here we go. There we have our, hang on. Oh, not very good at resetting this, am I? There we go. Okay, we've got one more level to go. So how did you do on that? Put which foot you put in front as well, because that will make a difference. If you would like, after we finish this movement snack, calendar check and progress check, feel free to have a look at putting the other foot in front slightly. See how it feels. See what you score. The final one, have your support directly in front of you. If you're in standing, we're going to put ourselves into a one-leg stand position with the toes at the back to start with, just lifting the foot off the floor, and you're having your standing legs strong, and then when the 10-second count has cued in, you'll let go. You're going to feel a bit wobbly, I'm sure. See how many seconds you can hold there. If you're in seated, lift your knee just up so the foot comes away from the floor rather than try and tuck it back underneath the chair. That will feel more comfortable. So are you ready? Choose which leg you would like to stand on. Hold on your support whilst you get that leg into position and the leg lifted. And getting ready to let go of your support. Keep your hands hovering just in case you need to touch down. Ready, set. And there we have your 4-point balance check. Where did you get to? What leg were you standing on, or which leg was in front? Were you seated? Were you standing? How many seconds did you achieve within each level? Did you stop at a certain level? They're all things to capture. Okay, right, enough of counters and timers. Where's my calendar gone? We are now going to move ourselves onto an introduction for the month of October. So we're going to be working on featured exercise. It's not a featured exercise, it's a featured movement for October, isn't it? I couldn't hide that one. It is a flamingo swing with a seated alternative. It improves balance and it can help to strengthen around your hips as well, this flamingo swing can. Best done daily, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, just as you wait for the kettle or you're waiting for something to happen. You could even be in a queue whilst you're out and about practicing your flamingo swing. Here we have it. So with like the previous one, let me pop that out the way for a moment. You will need some external support to the side of you. The leg that's nearest to that support is going to be your standing leg. If we have an over wobble, an overbalance, a wobble, and we lean towards our support, we've got our support there to help us correct our balance. If we have our outside leg free as the working leg, and we have an over wobble, an overbalance, we can do a reactive safety compensatory step to rectify our balance. So here we are with a flamingo swing then. If you would like, shift the weight onto what will be your standing leg, the knee soft, the hip strong underneath you there. You can start in that kind of get ready for the one leg stand position if you like, and then lift the leg. So we are in a one leg stand briefly. We're going to brush the foot through and lift no higher than hip, and then brush the foot back and bring that knee to around a right angle. So you've got a little bit of a brush through, forwards and backwards. So movement around the hip and posture tall, of course. And as that leg moves, your top half shouldn't be rocking and swaying as well. Once you've done your amount on that side, take a steady turn around, and of course have a go on the other side. If you'd like to have a go at a couple, 3 or 4 on the right side and the left side, then feel free to do so. Your seated alternative is around reaching, functional reaching. So a little bit of work around the trunk, the shoulder, and all around the upper back area. So first of all, we need to sit tall, feeling as if you're high onto your sit bones. Here we can have one leg forwards to give us a bit of a different base of support. One foot forwards will allow us to maybe reach and transfer a bit of extra weight forwards. And I'm going to use the opposite arm to leg. So left leg's in front here, left hand to support, right hand doing the reaching. So lift up, lean forwards and reach forwards, or any degree upwards, or even downwards. It's up to you, wherever you would like, and then recover. So lift tall, reach and recover. Lift tall, reach and recover. So where you reach, how high you reach, may be dependent on how your shoulder feels today or each day that you try. And we've got a lift out of the hips and a bit of work around our abdominal and our back area to help facilitate that reach in action. Once you've done a few on that side, changing legs, hand to support the upper body, lifting high and tall, shoulders relax, reaching away, forwards, forwards and upwards, forwards and slightly downwards if you would like. It's up to you. Do a combination of a few different heights of reach. Of course, with the hand there, we give our top half a little bit of extra support. If you want to work through your trunk a little bit more, then you could keep that hand out of the way and you will be reliant a little bit more on your trunk and your back. See how that feels. So a few on each side and then recover and relax, of course. Okay, so you've got all of the instructions on how to do those two moves. Seated option, standing option, there it is for you. And there's one last thing, a little bit of fact of the month. Would you like a fact of the month for October? Here we go. So, did you know that strengthening the muscles around an arthritic joint can stabilise the joint and reduce pain? Well, there you go. There's your fact of the month. So strengthening activities, strengthen the muscles, support the joints, and they don't have to be arthritic to benefit from some of the strength-based activities that we work on. There you go. I think that is it for October. Each and every movement snack you do on catch up or live, there's a little circle that you can put a tick in the box to on your active snacking calendar. And that's it for this month. Happy gettings on with those couple of moves, and we'll be back in a month's time and hopefully we'll see you on some movement snacks or even hear from you. Right, take care everyone. Thank you for coming to watch this movement snack intro.